Hey there, welcome back to the virtual table. We're going to continue. So you may have noticed I swapped out a bunch of characters, went back to our original four, and I'm actually here ready to purchase another enchantment for Mindy here. As you remember, I enchanted the smoke bomb, and I'm looking here at the swift bow, and I'm going to add a wound to it. So not only can we attack something 4 spaces away, but we're going to apply wound when we do it. And it just made that card so much more powerful. Alright, so go to the Temple of the Great Oak. We'll go ahead and get a blessing. There we go. We hit Devotion 2, which increased prosperity by 1. That's really good. Kroll. Going to go ahead and get blessed. And Mork and Mindy. Get blessed. And do we really want to rush his retirement? Some ways yes, some ways no. It's a really tough call. Oh, he's already blessed, so it doesn't matter. And so with the prosperity going up by 1, we got to get to 5 before the wealth goes up again, which will increase the items in stock. So why did I go back to the original party? Well, because I think it's time to get Kroll retired. And so we're going to equip the Staff of Xorn here, because that's what he needs to do to go to this mission, which isn't ideal for him, but we'll try it. Mindy's coming along for the damage, and Mork and Mindy, I think, is just the better character at the moment. If we're going to have all these high-level characters, it's really hard to have one low-level, which is what Nathaniel Green's been. But he did make it to level 3. I could bring in Starfire, but she's even a level lower, so I don't want to do that. And then, of course, the other ones are newbies as well. And Mork and Mindy had to come along because they also have a quest in the same place. I'm not saying I want them to retire so quickly, but they do need to go to the Necromancer's Sanctum and get the Skullbane Axe. So they have to find an axe there, which is sort of like a side quest kind of thing. And then Kroll has to go there and... I don't remember what he's supposed to do, but he's supposed to take the staff into the Sanctum. I believe that's what he's supposed to do. Hold on a second. I'm pretty darn sure that's what he was supposed to do. Complete 3 script scenarios, then unlock the scenario Noxious Cellar and follow it. Oh, it's a completely different mission. Noxious Cellar. Oh, that's a different mission. So is it here? No. Boy, I'm really... There's the Palace of Ice. Right there. Kill all Harrow infestors. After killing the Harrowers, end the Seeker of Xorn's turn adjacent to the altar, which is Kroll. This is going to be a tough battle. We haven't fought these guys yet, but he's super tough. Tough, very armored. There's just going to be a lot of hit points. Whew. Okay, so the mission I thought we were going to do with Mork and Mindy is not happening. So what I could do is swap them out for, something else. And that would bring the overall party level down. So this is 12, and that's 15. And let's say I had a level 2 person, which would make it 17. divided by 4 would be an average party level of 4, which means these two are going to be overpowered, and these two are going to be underpowered. But let's see, 6, 12, and 5, 17, 20 divided by 4 is an average party level of 5. It's not that different. It's just one level. I mean, I know these guys going up one level does make a difference, but yeah, let's do it. Kroll is a good character, but I think we need to see what else is out there. We come across some red berries. Yeah, let's eat them. Of course. Jerk.
Traveling high into the copper neck, still, the hard road to the peak was worth all the trouble. An overwhelming sight stands before you. A giant crystalline structure composed of icy filigree rests atop the mountain. Once inside, your wildest imaginations could not compare to the beautiful architecture that surrounds you. Natural crevices, solid frozen lakes, and stalagmites are paired with savas-built pillars, mural carvings, and ice domes spanning overhead. Despite all of this, however, there is a foulness in the air. A green mist clings to the floor and walls as you venture further, and the staff of Xorn seems to pulse dimly with energy. The pulses grow stronger as you enter a long hallway, and you see a group of large animals appear from behind an ice formation. Underneath matted fur, you catch glimpses of bones and rotten flesh. Something is not right about these bears.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta pause. Okay, back. Or we take long rests. Yeah, we like long rests. Kill 3 or fewer. Oh, they're both bad. Kill 1 or more elites. Be the first. We'll try that one. Alright, I don't know what to expect for this mission, so... After killing the Harrowers, end the Seeker of Xorn's turn adjacent to the altar. So it's looking like the altar might be here, because this would be where he would have to end his turn. They're invulnerable to everyone other than the wielder of the staff. Jesus. All cave bears add poison to all their attacks. So I have to kill them, and they're invulnerable to everybody except for the staff wielder. And the bears... Oh, the Harrowers are invulnerable. These guys are just bears. I get it. Okay, so... the traps are different. Alright. So, I don't remember... I'm pretty sure there was this heal card that healed all allies, right here. So we want to heal everybody, get rid of their poison. And I know that slows down the summoning of creatures and stuff, but that's fine. So we're going to get Energizing Strike, and then we want to go semi-early here. If I did, the bear would step on a trap. That's the problem. So I actually want to go late. And yeah, we'll get an ally, and that's what we're going to do, because the ally's on the top. I forgot about that. So we'll do that, and let's go last. And then I probably want to move him forward for that reason. Alright, now let's see, what kind of pushes and pulls do we have? I'm pretty sure we have a pull. Or we did. I got rid of it, didn't I? Right there. Pull 2, range 3. So I need to be 1, 2, 3. I need to be in that location. And there's traps in the way. And I got rid of her card that lets her... one of them should have an item that removes the traps. Oh, it's in the shop. Dang it. So if we don't move, these bears would have to step on the traps to go after us. I don't know if they would. I'm thinking they would. So do we really? We're really going to just do a round where we're just going to sit here and do nothing. And that means my bear that I summon is going to step on these. Okay, well, one of the things I want to do is obviously shield up. So we can shield up. And there's a pool right there, but it's 3 away. Oof. Let's go as late as possible. We want those bears to at least step on these traps and move forward a little bit before we... This one's not so bad. It immobilizes and disarms us, but it at least doesn't do any damage. These ones, 5 damage and poison, are awful. Alright, let's go to her. So we got a wound card. I'll try this because it has the pull, and that wound card that I just put into place. Where is it? Oh my gosh, did I really just improve a card that I don't even have in my deck? Oh, how dumb can I be? I just did, didn't I? I improved a bow card that's not even in my deck. Oh, I am just having a day. So that one's a move with a push. We can try it. Although attack 5, range 3 is pretty good. So what else is on the bottom that would be good? Oh, here we go. Attack 4, immobilize. So I'm thinking... we're going to want to move them around like so. I do have the ability to fly over these traps. I keep forgetting about that. So for example, she doesn't have to throw. She has her boots. So we can go right over the traps and get them, but I still like the situation the way it is. Alright, let's try it. And there it is, locking up on me again. Oh, no, never mind, it's the dang bear question. So the bears don't move at all. That hurts. Yeah, that's a waste. Dang it, dang it, dang it. It means our bear is going to step on all these dang traps. This is a range 3. I'm just going to step on it and get it out of the way. And of course I'm disarmed, so this doesn't do anything anymore. What a waste. Absolute waste of cards. At least our bear went around. This is at least going to be a positive turn. We're going to get rid of all of our poison. And we'll get the Swamp Lizard out. And we're going to get out the Skeleton too. So I'm going to move 2 and then do nothing. Then we're going to use our major stamina potion. Get both of those cards back. Then use this. Get our stamina potion back. And here we go. Round 2. I still want to go late. I want to do that so I can do a range attack. And that. I need to go early if I'm going to use this though. Are any of these flying? They're not. I'm all the way in the back here. This is a jump move. This is a move with a push. That actually might not be a bad idea. Thing is, moving 3 from here is, there's nowhere to go. Alright, so let's move 4. And then attack, move, attack, maybe? With her, I want to go early, because I want to do that pull. Problem is I'm still not there, and the pull's on the bottom. Dang it. So what I wanted to do was pull this bear through, but I can't. And he's disarmed. I forgot about that. So let's not use his boomerang attack. He's gonna heal somebody. That's all he can do. So I can, like, run up here. But what good does that do me? Because all the bears are gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it, though. So, like, if I do a move 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I can get to here. This bear would attack me, but these two would have to step on the trap to get to me. And after moving 5... I can poison the bear I'm next to. Or do 4 damage to him. Or I could wait and go later. The problem is I'm worried our bear is going to go step on that. The thing is I have to wait another turn before I can use my pull. So no matter what, I think somebody's stepping on this trap. If I go here early, maybe that bear would... Now, I'm just going to wait. And then with this, I want to go as late as possible again. And what do I want the bottom to be? I can make a move and push a bear. Not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. Oof. I'm glad I'm not next to him. But they're not moving. Do you see that? Still not moving. 1 second. Okay. So here we go. I can move 4. This killing adjacent enemies is pretty good too, but then I can only move 2. So let's say I wanted to move 4. It only gets me to there. Oh, and look at that. There's a way right around the trap. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'll do the flying. And then I do this. There's nobody to hit. And then I'm going to go ahead and move 1 space. And I at least get 1 attack in on this guy. For 2 whole damage. Now I really am... I was thinking this way was blocked. Now this bear really will step on this because I took the one path that takes us there. Or maybe the bear will just do nothing. Ugh, what a weird situation. This is a weird scenario. Okay, so I wanted to move 5. And if I flew, it doesn't really help me. I can get to here. That's the best I can do. Or if I'm willing to take 5 damage, I can take 5 damage and get poisoned. I'm not willing to do that. But that'll at least put me in position. So I'll do that. And it looks like I'm going to just attack at the air. Can't do anything except for heal somebody, and there's nobody to heal. Although, if somebody would have... Actually, there is. This guy's poisoned. And, of course, I can't move. There it is. Stepped right on the trap. But look at that. I drew 2 heal cards. So one should heal the poison, and the other one... Oh, that was sweet. That deck is turning out to be pretty sweet. Okay, so I know this is crazy, but I'm putting more crap onto the field. And then we're going to have this guy move nowhere. Confirm the action. So his movement's going to stop. But then we're going to push him onto that trap right there. So he's at least disarmed and unable to move. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do need to use a stamina potion. Now this one is where the traffic jam's going to get in my way. The bladed boomerang is a good one. Yeah, let's go early. That obstacle is a huge thing in the way. I'm going to go late. And here I can push more enemies. So I will do that. I basically want to attack this bear, but since he's... Well, actually, he's disarmed, so I can go early if I wanted. I can actually disarm another bear, if that's what I want to do. Not a bad idea. Oh, there's another one here I could push. Where's... That's the push command. Ooh. Yes. Let's do that. And then for her, I was going to push this thing right onto the trap, but my bear went on it. So, what do we do instead? We can burn. And then on the bottom, let's get that door open. Do I think something's going to be... Nope, I'm not going to have a path. Yes, I will have a path to the door. Let's get that door open. And then this guy. let's have him attack and then heal himself. That works. K-bears are going late. Okay, sorry, had another pause moment. The brute. So what we're going to do is we're going to move here, end our movement, and then I get to push him. I don't know what good it is to push him. There's nowhere to go. So we'll just push the 1. And I'm going to push him onto that trap. There we go. 5 damage and poison. And then we're going to disarm this one. What are they doing? Oh, they're doing massive attacks. They're going to attack, move, and then attack. Oof. So, good thing we disarmed him. And then, as far as cards go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so I don't want to use a stamina potion yet. So we're just having our bear do some damage. Then we'll have our bear heal. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just check them all while here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Quartermaster needs to use 1. Everybody else, no go. The thief doesn't have 1. It only restores 1 card. Quartermaster. There's nowhere to move. So this doesn't work. And then the range 3 attack also doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Actually it does. So we're going to do 2 movement and use the boots. And we might as well pick up some gold while we're at it. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a wounding attack on the 1 bear that could actually hurt us this round. And then we'll use the stamina potion. I gotta get back something, so let's get back Boomerang. Yeah, we're gonna definitely get hit by that bear. Okay. I want to move 7 and I want to fly. Let's get that door open.
A large altar sits near the far wall. Many creatures have gathered here to protect it, however. Foremost among them is a group of Harrower warriors. The staff pulses even stronger the closer you get to them. It seems to hunger for their energy, to consume it and take their power for itself.
So those are the Harrowers. So we got these elite Harrower dudes. The living spirits are always nasty. And then of course the Frost Demon is. So I can continue moving up to 7, and there is a juicy chest up there. It's just I don't have my invisibility prepared. But I could. The problem is I can't stop there because it's a trap. I do still have the pull action, I think. So if I stopped here, what are he's going to do? He's going to do a move 4 and attack 4. So I am going to get attacked by him. And then these are going to just shield and move. That's all they're going to do. This one would have to move all the way around. This one can come straight down. And of course, more move and attack. So I would get attacked by both of these living spirits. And basically what I'd be doing is I'd be stopping, and then I can do a wound, which puts a fire out there, and the fire actually hurts these guys, see? He suffers the damage. So I can put a wound on one of these guys, with especially him with the 3 armor. That's... The question is like, I'm going to be making a sacrifice in doing so. The bears I could also attack, because I could come back. But I think I want to stay away from down here, because this is all a big log jam. So if I go over here, I'm at least behind a trap, so these other guys can't quite do as much. And those harrowers are doing a melee attack. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. And then, yes, we're going to do a wound on him. I could also stun him. That's an interesting option, because that then prevents him from attacking me. Yes, let's do that. Oh my gosh, I just did double damage and killed him. Wow. And then let's use our major stamina potion. I want that move 7 back and the burning oil. We're going to go get that chest up there, baby. I can't harm these guys. That's the one thing I gotta be careful about. And of course I could go invisible if I wanted to. Alright, end scoundrel turn. Yep, he took a damage. Because he consumed the fire, basically. The fire is causing them to take damage. And of course there's this one living spirit, and we're going to cause them to be disadvantaged, which is even better. And there we go, round 4. Okay, I apologize for so many interruptions. I got to pause again. Okay, I'm back for at least a little bit here, and so here we are. We're next to this bear that is wounded and poisoned, but still alive and well, to cause all kinds of havoc. So I'm going to do the attack, move, attack. And then the move, attack, move, which I know is not as good as the wound, because the wound would actually be really nice on this living spirit. It would only take 3 turns before it's gone. And that is something to consider, actually. Right, we'll see how this plays out. Maybe... Nah, we gotta kill the bears. Okay. This guy is wounded. So we're wounded ourselves. So a heal would help him. But here's the deal. He's the only one that can kill these 2. And he also has to get moving. But he already used his boots. And then the staff is a range attack, adds poison and muddle, which is fantastic, except he really doesn't have a range attack. He has, I think, just 1 in the whole arsenal here. So we do have a Pierce 2 attack, which would be really good if we can get up here, but that's a lot of movement points. Here he can attack and then shield. So we can attack him and then shield himself. And then for the bottom action, we could do a jump, which that's actually a good plan. I know I'm being shocked that of this plan here, but no, I would like to move the 7 spaces, but I don't have the flying ability anymore. So getting to that chest is going to be tricky. But I could go invisible self here. So in doing so, I got a top action I can do, and one of them is this pull thing. And for example, that's 5 damage and a poison, but I don't think, well, I could probably pull 1, 2 like this, but actually there's only 1 space in between them, so I don't think I can pull this way from where she's standing. So it doesn't quite work, unfortunately. So what I want to do is go super early so I can attack the spirit, and then I want to go invisible. Because I'm in a precarious situation. I could get that wound in that we were talking about, but I just don't think I can I mean, that would then mean I'm moving 5 and then doing a wound. And then where do I go, right? And where am I not going to get pummeled by everybody out here? So I think I'm out here too quick, so I need to go invisible. I'm going to get my pot shot in on him. I could actually attack him instead, but I think this is the bigger threat at the moment. And you can see that here. Oh, we don't have their cards drawn yet. Okay, and then for these guys, they're just coming up, and we're just trying to get the bottleneck out of the way so all these units can go up and cluster up here. So, for example, the bear can muddle and immobilize everybody within 2, or we can swap the position of any 2 characters. That is an extremely interesting... Or swap the position of any 2 enemies. I didn't even think about that. That would actually be a really neat thing to do. Are any of them flying over a trap right now? Unfortunately, no. But that would be even more juicy if they were. So, like, for example, I could take this bear and just put him way up here, out of the way. Or replace the bear with this thing so we can, beat the crap out of him. Or put the harrower right next to my guy who can only kill harrowers, right? There's a lot of interesting options there. This is a piercing attack. Don't need that necessarily. Let's do this for the bottom, where an ally can move and attack. And then for the top, I mean, a disorienting roar is not that bad. Can muddle and immobilize everybody. Yeah, and then we'll go early. Okay. Okay, they're gonna move and attack the bears. The harrower is gonna do this nasty type of attack, and then heal himself if there's darkness. Frost demons are doing a nasty attack. Yeah, this isn't fun. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to do 1 whole damage there, or 3 there, and he has retaliate. So we are going to attack this one, and I can at least poison him. Yes, I will do that. Oh, and I drew a doubler. That was awesome sauce. And there we go. We're invisible. That actually was a fantastic turn. Now, the bears are going first, which is crazy. And then this one's going to attack me too. A doubler on the bear was awesome. Nobody else moves. Not awesome. Gonna go ahead and do that. Then we'll go ahead and do this, and we're gonna of course have the bear go again. And the bear really has nowhere to move, but we're gonna at least get another attack in on that bear. And we end the turn. The brute is wounded and all kinds of So I was hoping to be able to shield with the 17, but those bears went so early. So I know I can kill that bear, but we need to get this bear killed too. Ooh, I can stun one, but I'm gonna wait. 7 damage was great. These guys are moving 4. So here's my issue is, if I use my flying movement to get out here, then I'm going to get attacked by both of these guys. And I just don't want to do that. So if I do this move... I thought it was a jump move, so why is it not letting me jump? I should be able to jump over him and get to there. Oh, I'm immobilized. So, yeah, I don't get a say in the matter. And if I use that healing potion, all it's going to do is get rid of poison. I know I'm playing a risky game here, but let's leave it be. Now let's do this guy. We're going to do attack, move, attack. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and move. There's no attack to be done. And then we're going to do move, attack, move, and... oh, I'm going to get attacked by these guys. And it's not enough movement to get up there either. So I'm just going to stay put and collect money. And there she be. Okay, so we only have 2 cards left with him. Only 2 cards left with him. I have quite a few with this one, but I don't have the flying ability yet, so... I could pull one of these over a trap and then do the switcheroo. That does work. But what am I going to do... I mean, poisoning an adjacent enemy is never a bad thing. So I could do that, like move 3, poison an enemy, and then just attack something. I could use my smoke bomb to just try to take out one of these big guys. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to move 3 and smoke bomb. And I'm going to block this guy in, right where he's at. And so I'm going to move here, block him where he's at, and then come out of my smoke bomb and gank him the next round. Maybe kill him all in one shot. And then this guy, we got a bear, we got all kinds of stuff. Do I want to go early or late? Let's go early because I don't want that bear to attack us. These guys are just shielding. No issues there. The bear's going to do a lot of damage. These guys are going to do tons of damage. Alright. Okay, so let's do our thing. We're going to move here. And our movement. Poison him. And then we're going to go invisible. So we can murder, death, kill next round. Kill their bear, which was awesome. Everybody else moves up. I can command him to move 2. And then I can move 3 and add +1 to all my attacks. Or I can swap the position of 2 enemies and have my bear attack where there's nobody next to the bear. I'm going to swap the position of two enemies, and I'm going to swap these two. I'm going to gank the big guy. And as much as I would love to do this, I don't think the bear gets to do anything with it. So it's just a lot of nothing. And then the quartermaster will do a 3 damage attack against him. He does have retaliate. We just did 5 damage. Then we can move 4. And I'm going to just go ahead and move over and collect some more gold. And now I'm going to use the heal. Brute takes the damage. I'm just going to move 2 to here. And then attack 5. And of course there was no retaliate because I killed him outright. And then end the brute's turn. And there it is. He went and stepped on the trap. That was very interesting. I'm going to take long rest. Long rest. Now this is interesting. I gotta pop out of my invisibility to do double damage, but I think I get to move first. So that one will be my attack for 4 damage, and I guess that'll be my move. Although I could, you can range attack him for double damage. So that would actually be interesting. Do 4 damage to him, and it would also wound him, and so I would get to double it to 8. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's move 7. Why wouldn't I? Yeah. And then as far as these guys go, yeah, I got a long rest here. So lots of long resting happening. So these guys are going to do all kinds of crap. They're going to muddle us and heal themselves. And then lots and lots of damage for the Frost Demon. And he goes first. Lots of damage. Okay, so here's my issue. 1, 2... Okay, he is 3 away. Can I get him? Oh yeah, and it'll kill him too. Totally doing this. And just like that, the Scoundrel is an awesome character. Then we're going to move 7 and go all the way up and get that trap, or the chest. And the Scoundrel turn. And we got ourselves 25 gold. Can't complain about that. Beast Tyrant moving up. All these other dudes are moving up. Let's go ahead and long rest.
Yeah, she is. This is her 3rd time doing this.
We'll go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah. We're going to finally get rid of that poison. And which one do we get rid of? That's the juicy question. I think this one is not a super huge one for him. So yeah, he finally heals himself. And which one do we get rid of here? Restock. Oh, maybe not. See, the thing is like these little auras where I can help the Kroll to do the damage, I need to keep those. So that's the issue. Kroll's got to get all the way up here to take on both of these guys. Ugh. So let's start with him. I need to get a lot of movement going. This is a move 3. That's a move 4. Let's do the move 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then hook and chain. We're going to pull these guys in and try to do some damage to them. It's the best I can do. For here, I'm going to go ahead and just long rest because there's nothing for her to do. All my allies that I just summoned are now getting in the way. So that's not good. But I'm going to do this for the healing, everybody. Swapping positions of enemies, or actually even swapping the position of characters. Oh, that's even better. Let's swap characters. I can get him all the way up here, which will help get me closer to the thing. The problem is these harrowers are going to be invincible. They're invulnerable to all damage. And so by putting one all the way down here, that's not going to help. Yeah, that's not going to do me any good. I want to keep those guys up there. I do believe we can muddle and immobilize them, though. So we'll do it for that purpose. And I just pointed out we had an aura here. Give +1 attack. Sure, we'll do that. That's the bottom piece. Although the top piece is a heal. I think I might want to keep that heal. So yeah, let's heal him. And
Yeah, young top is not really that good.
it might be interesting to push them if they were to come down. I can at least get up here. I don't know. Let's try it. Yep, they're healing themselves big time. So let's heal him, because he's going to go up and start taking some serious damage. I'm going to just go up and grab some more coin. Of course, the bear's going to do no damage and receive damage himself, which is just bad. Alright. So we are going to get to muddle and immobilize. Let's see if we can at least put effects on them. Yeah, so they're immune to damage, but we can still put conditions on them, so that part's good. We'll heal everybody. And I don't know if... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do this. And I'm thinking maybe we want to muddle and immobilize them again, because we know we can do that to them. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so now the brute is here. I wanted to like do a 1, 2, 3, 4 and then do some damage, but we're gonna go ahead and move up like so. And then we're going to... we'll go ahead and attack him. I can poison him. He's already muddled. But yeah, let's poison him. And I'm not going to stun him yet. Oh, I got a doubler. That's really good. And see, I can't pull him. So I got to skip the pull. I'm going to go ahead and heal himself some more. Alright, and then I have to pause again. Okay, back to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not time to use that yet. Scoundrel a long rest. I wonder if the wound would work. So we could put a wound condition on them and then they take damage every round. I'm going to try that. Obviously the poisons would work, so I don't want to get rid of those. It seems weird, but I'm going to get rid of Flanking Strike, I think. I hope I don't regret getting rid of this one. Round 8. Okay, what do we do with these guys? Refreshing consumed items could be a good thing. Where is he? He's here. That does burn a card.
My vision score will know no bounds.
This is a wound. Let's try the wound thing. Well, let's get both these guys wounded. So we're going to do that for the top.
Die. No, please.
And I need to get next to
How did
these
you
guys
find
so I can apply a shield in the future. I'll try to go early. Now he needs to get like right here so he can bash both of these. So I need to move 3. This is a wonderful card. There's a move 4. Let's do the move 4 and disarm. And I'm going to change the priority there.
My vision score is 20.
And then let's get the burning oil on him. Do I have a loot card? I bet I do.
They're in.
Or did I burn it? No, I don't have a loot card. I guess I got rid of all of them. Alright, so to do this is a range 3. So 1, 2, 3. I need to be here. So I just need to move 2 spaces. I'm not sure it matters which one I choose. I'm going to choose this one. And then our tyrant.
York literally just winning.
Could swap position of a character. Have our bear heal himself, which might be important because he's not really doing anything other than taking a bunch of damage. We could push an enemy, but that doesn't do anything. Sure, let's have him heal himself. That gives us an experience point.
Get away from me.
And muddle and immobilize again, but if he goes before they do, it's going to be wasted. So let's not do that. We got attack. I will do a move. They're going first. Look at this.
What, me and the Jen?
Jeez Louise.
We're just way too. I'm saying bye.
Well, the bear definitely took some damage. So let's move 4 to right here. Perfect.
I have better.
And let's disarm one of these. We'll disarm this guy.
I mean, York.
And yeah, I took the retaliate for that. Alright, so let's have the bear heal. Just gonna get rid of his poison, I think. Oh no, that little heal roller got rid of the poison. Well done. Let's try to move that bear. Do I want to move onto a trap? No, I don't. Let's just move the bear out of the way. Then the Quartermaster. We're going to try to wound this guy. It worked. And then we'll move 5.
You do a lot of damage if you can actually.
Scoundrel, same issue. We said we needed to move a couple spaces forward.
There's a young.
And then we're going to wound this one. Perfect. But remember, they do heal themselves, these guys, so we gotta be swift. I need this brute to do a lot of killing, so we're gonna do Trample Attack, Move, Attack is actually a really good one. As far as everybody else, jeez.
Isn't that what you're actually supposed to do?
I don't even know what to tell them to do.
My poke's better than
This is a good time to muddle and immobilize, that's for sure.
no,
And then we could actually shield an adjacent ally.
you see my damage?
And then here,
I mean, I don't know. I should.
restock on the top. And then shield all allies on the bottom. They're going at 30. And here they're going to heal themselves. So
I couldn't move this side.
alright. So Beast Tyrant is going to muddle and immobilize them.
He's decided to go.
And oh, this is a move from me. Okay, well that doesn't do any good.
Jim, you just beat Jim.
Alright. Shield himself and all allies. And let's give everybody their items back. So for him, I'm going to give him his healing potion back. And then on his turn, I'm going to use that healing potion. We're going to do this move thing. So 1, 2, 3, and then right back to where you started. 4. And then we're going to stun
My minions, I said. Mine.
this one. Well, he's already disarmed. We're going to stun that one. Then we get to attack. Move, and then attack again. I need a lot of healing. So that one healed himself. And then here, it really doesn't matter. Skip. And let's move and just collect some money.
I have like a 30 vision score. Don't give me an S.
The problem is he needs to be healed.
Vision actually matters.
His wound is still on, but he doesn't have the wound anymore. Yeah, this nobody can damage the harrowers thing is really tough. Okay. The problem is they have retaliate.
Actually, they have.
That retaliate's gonna kill me. But I need... Oh, no. If I kill him, he does not retaliate, though. So I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna get shielded. He needs to be healed bad. I could start moving towards the altar, but he's the only one that can kill him. I'm gonna try to at least get out of harm's way. And not quite enough. I was trying to come over and wound this guy, but I can't because there's not enough movement. So I'm just gonna... I'm sorry, you're hearing my dog. She is definitely ready for me to stop playing this game and play with a toy. Okay, so I can have an ally move and attack, or I can push an enemy. I don't know what good pushing an enemy does. Oh, it worked! Those guys do get hit by traps. Interesting. Just gonna go get some money. Long rest. Yeah, I need a long rest. He's taking so much damage. Everybody's long resting. Oh my gosh, he's healing himself 5. That jerk. So we at least should have him wounded. That's good. Wounded him again, which doesn't really do anything, but... Alright, so we learned that the traps actually do damage. So this push thing is not a bad idea. We'll go ahead and burn that one. Yep, definitely get some heals in. I definitely need to do a lot of damage. I think the hook and chain, knowing what we know now about the traps, I definitely want to keep that.
So if I can make a black person laugh, it's okay.
This one is just good for the raw damage. This one I was going to get rid of, but actually this is a good tactic, because although his retaliate is range 3, maybe this is not a good one, because I ended up taking 3 damage from this and 3 damage from that. I do a lot of damage to him, yes, but This one, there is no normal enemy anymore. And Quartermaster. Let's keep our push. Oh, right there's the loot. I knew she had one. Round 12. I gotta do 17 damage to this sucker. And only one character can actually damage him. I can push, but there's no traps anywhere over here. This is a 5 damage. So I would definitely like to knock that guy into that. So I want to move. This will wound him, but he's already wounded. Let's go ahead and just move and then heal. We're going to heal the brute. The brute is standing here. Everything's in the way. I need to do a tyrant first. So I think we're going to do a push. Yeah, push 2. So the bear is going to go here and push this thing 2 spaces this way. Yes, that's what we're going to do. And that's going to be a bottom action. And then we're going to muddle and immobilize. So if he's going to be here now, then what I could do is move 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, which I know I need to do. And right there, see I have this pull action, so I'm going to pull him to here and have him get hit. But I do need to move 4 spaces, so... And dang it, I don't have anything that moves 4 spaces. That hurts. I have something that moves 3. I could use this, but then it burns a card. And I still need it to do more damage. Alright, so here's what I'm going to have to do. Change of plans. I'm going to move 2 spaces to here. And we're going to disarm him. But we got to go after the beast. And then this guy... we could try to re-poison him, which would be nice. There's the poison attack. And there's 5 movement right there. He's healing himself again. Jerk. Well, the good news is he was already full health. Okay, I don't know why the tyrant ended up going first. Or the Kroll. The tyrant was supposed to go first. Oh. Oh no. We're not even gonna... This is so awful. I'm very frustrated. I had it all planned out where the beast was supposed to go first. And then this isn't even going to work either. Jeez Louise. that was a wasted turn. There's nothing I can do. Let's wound him. And shield. Doesn't even do anything anymore. Jesus. I'm gonna die. I don't have any healing, I don't have anything. This is a stupid mission. Absolutely stupid. Out of all the characters to get this stupid staff, it's this one. I mean, none of my other characters can do anything. He dies if I attack. I should have attacked. And then just burned a card, I guess. And he's moving the wrong way. I definitely need that heal.
Oh my god, this Timo does high damage. Oh wait, he's only played 4 matches. Maybe he's not that good.
Alright, I need this guy to go up. So the way to do that is... there's a push here. I'm way up there.
Huh?
I'm going to try to pull him.
Oh, really? I mean, that makes sense. You probably do.
And shank him. But to do that, I don't have my pull with her. This might be premature. It is. Dang it, this game's frustrating me.
Does that Jin just like not care? Yeah, I don't know.
There it is. Swap the position of any 2 characters. I'm going to put it up there.
No, really? It's rolled up bad. That's true.
So that means for him, I need to pull it this way. So I don't want to do that. I just want to move to here. Like so.
I got first blood.
Alright. Oh no! That was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Oh my gosh, was that not smart?
Me and this team have just traded. It's funny.
So we're going to pull him. And then I think we're going to disarm him. Or... yeah, let's do massive damage. But disarm's not as good. And... yep. Okay, let's not screw this up this time.
No! Are you serious? What happened? Why did you press?
Okay,
Why?
there we go.
I pressed E and then I died. And I don't know why. I shouldn't have died.
Alright,
No reason I should have died. I was winning that entire fight. It
so...
doesn't make it so I can't hit E, what? That's not attacking.
gonna go pick up some money. Nope, nope.
Because, like,
I gotta move one more space.
no abilities get hit. Because Nathan
Or otherwise I would have screwed up my heal. I don't want to do that.
no abilities hit.
Okay,
Look, I was winning. I was literally
I...
winning the entire fight. Like, there's literally no reason.
totally forgot. I did not plan this properly, but I'm still okay because I have the flying boots. So I'm going to move to here. And then I'm going to do this. Do 4 damage. And then pull him there, which does 5 more damage. That was something. Scoundrel. Can wound him a bit. And I don't know. I mean, I want him to attack the scoundrel or somebody else. It doesn't even matter. Just pick random crap. Yeah, the heal all allies, actually, I want to do that. The poison actually would be good. So we're going to go early. I'm realizing it does matter. And disarming would not be a bad move. And then I could move to get back into position over there. Yeah, I'm going to do that and then disarm him. Alright, let's try. Just going to put a retaliate 2 in that jerk. I know I'm not going to do any damage, but I'm going to hopefully... Well, he's already poisoned. There's no point in this. He's already poisoned. So I'm just going to do nothing. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, let's heal all allies. And do nothing. And then let's move into position. And then let's disarm this guy. And he's going to retaliate 5. What a jerk. So yeah, I got to burn a card to avoid that damage. I was going to use a stamina, but... Alright. And then he's already wounded, so I can try to push the enemy, but there's no point. So we're just blowing through the turns here. Round 18. I need to long rest. I want to short rest, because otherwise I'm not going to kill this guy. I know the 2 health would be nice, I'm not disputing that, but this guy's down to 5 health. And that's okay. I can deal with that. And then I want to do this, and we're going to do 5 damage attack on him. We gotta bring him down. This guy is such a jerk. It's not even funny how much of a jerk he is. Long rest everybody else, because it doesn't matter. And look at this. He's healing himself before we get to go. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's only going to get rid of his poison. That's all it's going to do. You are so dead. It's about time. My goodness, was this a battle. I don't even care what card I burn. Because if they're going to all of a sudden spawn like 12 more creatures, we're so screwed. It's not even funny. It took me way too long to do this. Come on, yes. Victory.
I'm not really
Power is
scared.
sucked into the stone in a vortex of green
I'm
light.
already fine.
The vortex grows, swallowing all of your remaining adversaries.
Alright.
Suddenly a voice echoes through the palace. You have returned my power, but that is not enough. I will take this body as my vessel. The vortex condenses into a sphere that hits the seeker in the chest faster than you can react. The seeker falls to the ground dead. You rush to the corpse, only to find horrendous insects bursting out of its skin.
Jesus, Kroll.
In horror as the grotesque insect horde arises. I am reborn. The plague walks the earth once more.
So what's crazy is I got 2 perk points for the guy who's going to probably retire now. Yep, and there it is. Personal quest completed. Kroll is done. It's the greatest purpose imaginable. We shall travel with you now and spread our gift. The plague embraces all. So Kroll turned into a plague monster. Good job, Kroll. And what's crazy is this is a harrower, I think, that gets unlocked, which is the plague monster that they were talking about. So, interesting. We're going to definitely miss you, Mr. Kroll.
No, yeah, I had it affect me. I'm like, why did I get a speed boost?
Capital's fallen behind him. Shipments of wood.
It was very short, though.
Join as guard or become a logger. We don't have Kroll with us anymore. We'll guard. Okay, so all kinds of interesting stuff. As you can see, one character is gone, and now we have a new mercenary class called the Plague Herald. I don't remember this one very well. It's definitely a caster type, and you can see here the health is super low. It has 14 cards, which is good. And, oh, it tells you right here. It's range damage and support. Can target multiple enemies, effective at range. High potential for friendly fire. Low effectiveness versus single targets. That's funny. Alright, it would actually not be a bad character considering, you know, we have Mindy. Well, Kroll was also a 1 versus 1 type of character. We don't have a lot of, you know, AoE damage type characters. So the Plague Herald would be good. So let's go ahead and get one created. This sort of reminds me of there we go. Alright, so here we go. You got the medic. And then this other one, which we already have a quest for. I think we have a quest for both of these guys already. Experience your party members becoming exhausted 15 times. It means, actually, we'd keep this character for quite a while. The 15 Vermlings is actually pretty quick, because not all missions have Vermlings, but when they do, there's like tons of them. I don't know how much I like or don't like one of these types of characters. Let's get this medic guy out of the way. So there you go. We got Edward Scissorhands on the prowl. We still have Starfire, which I think would also be a great fourth character here. And you can see we got the math cards. And then as far as the special ones go, yeah, the curse is always good. Ignore negative scenario effects and add +1 card. So this is really good because you not only are immune to the scenario effects, but you also get a +1. So it's a good benefit, and it's math. I really like that one. Maybe we should still focus on the math first, but it's not, like most of the time it's just ignore scenario effects, which is not as good. And then of course this rolling stun is a fantastic one. Always grab those if you can. The curse is good because if enemy draws a curse, they do no damage to you. This is actually the potential to be a really good character. I only get to pick one. Of course it's going to be math. Always do the math. Don't break your rules, Jeff. Alright, so we did that. We are at 4 prosperity. We're almost ready to level it up again. And now you can see the Staff of Xorn is available for us to use as a regular weapon, which is good. We got 3 of these. The stun powder is available again, so is the ring. All kinds of goodies are available. We start with 45. I don't know enough about this character to tell you. Oh, we get to level it up though. So here we go. Look at that AoE right there, right? But that poisons all allies and enemies in the area. So look at all those AoE attacks. Flying is really good. Curse, curse. Yeah, this is a pretty decent character. Okay, so attack 3, range 3, pierce 2. Attack 4, poison. Poisons all allies adjacent to the target. Or you're going to heal multiple targets. Both of those look like good cards. They both do. I'd probably end up using this for the heal more than the top part. The Pierce 2 is always good. I think I'm going to just wait. Or no, I have to pick one. So I'm going to pick the Pierce. Just because we always deal with those dang shielded guys, right? And you're learning that those aren't very fun. So he can hopefully help take out those shielded guys. And since he has like big AoE, this is the thing to buy. Because you want to make sure you got advantage on all of your attacks. And so that's the huge item for him. And maybe this. You ignore all shield values for entire attack action, which we don't have enough money for, but that would be the next thing to do. And then you can take out a ton of those shielded guys like they're nothing whenever you have a piercing bow. But it's got to be a range attack. That's always the problem. We have a lot of these are all melee characters, so having this ranged person in your party is important. And then it would be nice to get some boots, like the winged shoes, except this one looks like he could fly on his own, so the boots of speed would actually be, or I'm sorry, the striding boots would be better, but they're all taken. So I need to think about that some more. Alright, oh, we have another perk. Oh, because we leveled up. This is so good. Yes, we gotta do it. Alright. Temple of the Great Oak. Gonna move him towards retirement. Orc and Mindy still need some items. See, this is so tough because the bear does all the work. We're just gonna keep donating. And then Mindy has everything she needs. Surely have a noticeable impact today, but rest assured we could always use additional aid. Devotion 3, +1 prosperity. Boom. Plus 1 enchantment point each. New items are now in stock. Perfect. That's what I was shooting for. So now we have the Amulet of Life. During your turn, perform a heal 1 self-action. So, okay. Now that would be a nice item just to have. It's almost like having a small healing potion, right? And then you can see Vork and Mindy actually leveled up. I didn't even realize that. So, Chainmail is a better version of the hide armor. So next 2 sources of damage, you get shield 1. Next 3 sources of damage, shield 1. And then of course, as long as you have the right ability, you can ignore that -1. The Jagged Sword, add a wound to your attack. That's very good. Very, very good. This one gives you the double pierce attack, the long spear. And it looks like we got a major healing potion now. 7 of them available. And minor mana. Here we go. Moon Earring. Refresh all your spent items. So that's a really nice one. Yeah, so you can see how the game's starting to really open up. And you do get more powerful if you can acquire these items, of course. And it does make the game a tad bit easier. And so some of those missions that were really hard in the past, not so hard anymore. I mean, the game does build on itself. And so, anyways, let's do this one last thing. I am going to have to end the video, so if you're wondering if I'm going to play another scenario, I am not. But here we go. Heal 2, 3 targets. But remember, this is Mork and not Mindy. Move 2 and then swap positions with your bear. Oh, that's a really good way to finally get to where you need to be on the map. Or have the bear do an attack and heal himself. They can't complain about that. After your bear's next 5 attacks, it performs a heal 2 self. Those are all good. We're going to do Blood Hunger. I don't know what to replace it with, though. Like, do I get rid of Patch Fur? Heal 4 self to heal 3 self and then also attack. Is there another card here I just never use? Maybe get rid of one of these ally cards. Like, do I really need to summon both of these allies all the time? All they do is get in the way, don't they?
I'm not there. I was wondering when they came with 2 HP.
These 2 can be really worthless depending on the mission. But then they're very helpful and depending on the mission. I'm actually going to get rid of, I think, the wolf. He has 4 health. This one has 5. I'm going to retire the wolf and just make my bear more powerful. I think having a little bit less out there is going to be better. And then we were doing the math, I guess. Although it looks like we added some heal cards and some wound cards. So we weren't fully doing math. I guess I have the thing where I get to ignore.
And I did so much better than you.
Oh, it just removes 2 from my deck. Okay, I get it. Which is why I didn't do these. I see. See, like this one doesn't add a +1, like the other one did. I think that's the superior one. These heal cards are nice too. Okay, so,
You walk into the Time Records building and are immediately struck by how different it looks. It might just be the lighting. There seem to be more books on the shelves and less of a scowl on Dominic's face. The short, bearded man approaches you. "Ah, how good of you to come," he says. "No doubt to record the further exploits of your friends. I was most assuredly derisive of your motives when you first walked in here, but I must say that the idea has grown on me a little." Dominic slaps you on the back, then wanders around behind the counter. "Whether you like it or not, you are becoming important fixtures of this community, and I'm sure that I have you to thank, at least in some small way, for the increased number of books lining the shelves." He waves his arms about, his hands barely visible beneath his robe's long sleeves. "They're not good books, mind you, but they're books nonetheless. Plus," he says with a small smile, "I've had more time to work on my own tome." Dominic opens the small collection of parchment he has been working on and passes it to you. "I'm still focused on the big picture right now, but I should have more soon. I thought you might be interested in hearing it. Though human expansion has not always been greeted with kindness and civility by other races, currently humans are more or less at peace with their neighbors. After a costly peace treaty with the Valrats to the south, and an understanding with the prominent Inox tribes, the only main threats are the animalistic vermlings, who continue to assault human cities, sometimes for no discernible reason. Humans have mostly stayed away from Harrower territory out of fear, and the Harrowers seem to return the favor. The same goes for the Savas, who live underground in the largely uninhabitable mountainous regions in the north. Orchids and quattrels both come from far-off continents across the sea, and seem far more interested in commerce and cultural exchange than conquest. And so human society has certainly benefited culturally from its interaction with other races. Many of the most beautiful structures in human civilization would not be possible without the machinery of the quattrels, the elemental mastery of the Savas, and the architectural designs of the Valrats. The meditative orchids have even influenced a number of human religions, though the followers of the Great Oak, a stringent group who believe a giant tree housed in the center of the capital watches over and protects everyone, remain unchanged. And while the human military keeps the civilization alive, like I said, I'm still working on the broader strokes.
Sorry, I'm getting a little pushy here. I need to end the video. There we go. Okay, thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.